Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my review of this past Friday's episode of Z Nation on Syfy, which was episode 4 of season 4 called Keep Moving. Or I've seen it in other places called New Mission Keep Moving, but either way, we're going to talk about that episode. And let me just say right off the bat, I thought it was a really, really strong episode. I liked it a lot. I enjoyed it. These past 2 episodes of Z Nation have just been great, I think, honestly. Some of the absolute best of the show. I really liked the Vanishing last week, and I think this episode is just as good, maybe even a little bit better, because we got sort of more focus on the characters themselves, and this one along with a kind of a good feel to it. There's a good serious vibe to Z Nation right now, but at the same time it still has sort of that wacky, sort of vibe to it in the background too, so Z Nation's honestly at its very best right now. And like I said, I think The Vanishing last week, Keep Moving this week, and that dual episode with Addy and the Man are some of my favorites of the whole series. Along with maybe a certain episode in Season 2, but I could do a whole video on it. And I should go back and watch Season 1 at some point, I'm sure. But yeah, Z Nation, it's on an all-time high right now either way. So of course we have the group still following Warren, just because they owe her so much. They've just gotten to care about her so much, so they're willing to follow her anywhere, even if it doesn't seem completely logical. They just have that much trust built up in her right now, and like I said, they just care about her that much to sort of follow her into the abyss potentially. So I liked it a lot. It was basically them traveling through like this car junkyard kind of thing, except it was also more of a highway type of deal, so almost like that season 2 premiere of The Walking Dead, except a little bit more extreme potentially. And there's also zombie rats out there as well, or so we thought. But I just thought this was a really good episode. I really liked Murphy a lot in this episode as well. This season's helping to reestablish him as my favorite character on the show, along with Addy. Murphy character just has a really good balance right now, because he's just not a full-on villain like he was in Season 3. We're getting more of him and Warren's respect, sort of being more focused on again. And it was a really good scene when they sat in that RV, I think it was, with her, and just had that intervention, but we're legitimately trying to figure out what was going through her head. And Murphy, he seemed like a jackass at first, but then he actually tuned in and really tried to listen to what Warren was saying. And at the end of the episode, you see a sort of that mark of respect, that nod between the two again. So I think they do have sort of like an unspoken sort of bond and connection. Is it going to be romantic? Probably not. It would be weird, but it seems like a lot of the fandom is actually wanting it now, so I'm sure Murphy won't mind. We'll see where it goes. Murphy, he found his signature weapon in this episode, which I hope he actually continues to use, for a good part of the series. He finds a cane, which really seems, Murphy, if you think back to his whole, zombie strippers thing. A cane fits with Murphy like that, but then it turns out to be a sword that he could pull out, and he just dices this Z in quite a few pieces. So I thought that was pretty cool. Murphy actually gets a couple of good kills in this one, so that was good. Him and Lucy are still on edge though, but she does end up calling him Dad, and because he does attempt to save her when some of the people from Zona show up to try and take her away. Warren also helps fight him off, of course. I'm also liking the sergeant. For some reason I can't remember her exact first name right now, but the short redhead who's been traveling with them, I do like her. I find her likable. I don't think she's replacing Addy or anything like that. And maybe that's the one negative against this episode, is that Addy wasn't in it again. But I have a feeling she'll show up within the next, maybe 2 to 4 episodes. It's not even that long, but I do like the sergeant's place in the group as well. I think they could have both of them involved if they really wanted to. And there's no way they'd kill off Addy, so don't even think about it. Of course, always good to see 10K and Doc together. We just got a lot of really good action in this one too, and with the zombie rats turning out to be, just Ender running around with a puppet, that was kind of funny at the end. Still like Warren using that shield. Like I said last week, it's sort of like a Z Nation shield kind of thing. I could go on and on about this episode, but like I said, it just felt like Z Nation at its best. A mix of surprisingly like serious vibes to it, but then you still have characters like Murphy and others just throwing out this fun banter and everything, and still sort of odd out there things happening. So I really, really enjoyed it. And if I had to rate it, I rated The Vanishing a 9.2 out of 10, so I'm going to at least rate this one a 9.3 or so. So yeah, I really like this. There's a lot of other things about it I could go into. Of course, they're not fully believing in what Warren's vision was, but again, they're just willing to throw in with her because of how much they care for her and everything. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this episode of Z Nation. I honestly think I enjoyed this one more than I'm going to enjoy The Walking Dead premiere tonight, but I'll still be reviewing that a little bit late. It's coming on in like 5 hours now, so I will be reviewing that later. But I honestly think I'll have enjoyed Z Nation more. But yeah, so yeah, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time. And yeah, I hope you have a better day than Lucy and Murphy did. But they still have a building father-daughter relationship, and also with Murphy, a little zombie part of him seems to be coming back. We've seen that one of his bite wounds starting to bleed again, and he seems to actually still have a slight interest in eating flesh. So I think there may be a time a little bit later into the season where he actually does turn blue or something like that again, potentially. I just hope when he does that, I hope he doesn't just turn on the group again either, But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, peace.